Hi, welcome to another episode of Mom Does It All. If you're looking for encouragement, empowerment, and uplifting in motherhood and mompreneurship, this is the show for you. I'm your host, Marcia Spurk, triplet mom, certified success coach, and all things motivation extraordinaire. In this episode, I want to share with you 3 different things that I've been doing lately to get to know myself so that you can become more empowered and really have joy throughout your day and throughout life, because you can't fix what you don't know is broken. Let's get right to it. This episode is brought to you by my free 3-day challenge, Get Out of Your Own Way. Do you want to know how you're keeping yourself from having a fulfilling life and achieving your goals? Let me help you uncover self-sabotaging patterns, identify your strengths, and create goals and actionable steps to achieve them. Sign up right now at martaspurk.coach/free challenge or check out the show notes. So as I had mentioned before, I had set out for 2019 to be my year of increasing visibility, increasing collaborations, and just celebrating women. And so far, these 2 weeks or these 10 days have been amazing because I've been collaborating with women and getting to share my story to their community and their Facebook groups, and just being a part of different opportunities where I get to do what I do best and what I love doing, which is encouraging. And this has really been helping me. It's not just helping the people that I'm sharing this with. I can't tell you how amazing it is for me to be able to just share these things that are inside of me and that actually help me with the struggles that I deal with in my personal life with, raising toddlers and doing this pretty much on my own, especially now that my husband has been working out of town for sometimes 5 days a week, and I have to do the bedtime routine all by myself, and it's just, really, really hard. And I find myself, snapping at them and just getting frustrated, and in so many ways feeling like I'm a little bit of an imposter, sharing these different things with women about how empowered and how, confident you can be in motherhood when I am struggling too. But at the same time, I try to remind myself about the different people that are being helped with my message, even though I'm not perfect, because nobody is. And that's why I even wanted to start this episode saying this in kind of like a potentially sadder, darker tone of like, I have my own struggles. I deal with my own crap. And, but to say that I'm thankful for you, because by having you listen to me, I get to put this out there, and I'm encouraging myself essentially, and it even gets me a little bit emotional. Like, I am helping myself here when I'm saying all of these things, because I need this just as much as you do. And the heart of the message for this year, at least so far, and with all the collaborations that I've been doing, is to get out of your own way, as I had said last week. And as I keep talking about this, different things start coming up, different little taglines and quotes that I'm coming across that I'm loving. And this is kind of like what I wanted to share, is really an extension of the things that I've been learning as I keep talking about this. And that's what I always say, that I love podcasting because it just gives me so much clarity in my business and in my life, really. Again, I am here encouraging myself. And by, broadcasting this to the world, sharing this to the world, I know I'm encouraging other women too, and that makes me even more encouraged and empowered to continue doing what I'm doing, because in a way we're all in the same boat, right? As moms, we struggle every day to, take care of the little ones that we loved and, our family, and it's a hard job, and it's exhausting, but we do it with love. We wake up every single day and do it all over again because of this insane amount of love that we have in our hearts. And one of the things that has come up a lot is you have to get to know yourself to be your best self. And I am understanding this in such a deeper level more and more and more, because it wasn't until I started understanding the source of the things that I do, back into my childhood, or even understanding my personality more, that I actually started understanding why I am where I am right now and accepting it, but understanding that it doesn't have to stay like this, that I can make changes and I can have a more fulfilling life. And that's really the heart of the message that I share with you and that I teach my clients. And so I wanted to share with you the different ways that I have been using to get to know myself better, so that you can start using these different ways too, so that you can love and accept yourself, make changes, become your best self, and get out of your own way, essentially, right? And another thing that, has come up for me recently that I have loved is the quote, "You can't fix what you don't know is broken." And so many times is a lot easier to find fault in other people. It's hard to admit that you're the one causing a certain situation, or that the way you're feeling is not anyone else's fault, because you can control your feelings. But once you start going on this path of getting to know yourself more, you get to see what's broken. And then once you see what's broken, you can actually start taking steps to fix it. And in so many ways, we are broken, right? Not to say that you are messed up in the head or something like that. I'm just saying we've all been hurt in life. We all have issues that we deal with. How else can I explain this? We've all gone through things that have marked us, potentially scarred us. And we've been carrying these things with us. And this determines the way we act in life, in daily life. This determines the way we parent and the way we mother. This determines how we handle our career. And so if we don't go back to the beginning to see what happened to us, how those things affected us, we're not going to be able to deal with that. And, that's the whole point of therapy. That's the whole point of journaling. But I want to share different ways than, the typical quote unquote ways of getting to know yourself and talking about your feelings or whatever else you want to call it. So first and foremost, I think the thing that, really, really launched me on this path, and it happened because of the podcast, was when I met one of my guests. And every single time I talk to Char Lekx, I get emotional. There's just something about her. If you haven't heard my episode with her, you need to scroll down on your app and listen to it. She's just so powerful. Her story is just so powerful. There's just something about her that is amazing. And she told me about the Enneagram Test. And that was the very first thing. And so if you haven't heard about the Enneagram Test, I'm going to put it on the show notes. I want to encourage you to take it, and I want to encourage you to message me and tell me what type you are. I am type 3. So if you're a type 3, we need to connect. Let's be besties, because getting to know myself and understanding my personality type has been huge into understanding why I feel the way I feel, and kind of like loving myself and accepting myself for these things that I have going on inside of me. And so I started this whole journey, I could say, with that because of Char. So connecting with her was huge. And she's a transformational coach, so she's incredible. And what I love about the Enneagram Test is that, unlike other personality tests, it really empowers you to use your weaknesses and your strengths to your advantage. It's something crazy. You have to take it to understand what I'm saying, but it's so eye-opening. And on top of that, lately, I actually found an artist, a band, that wrote a song for each Enneagram type. And these songs are powerful. And not only that, they have a podcast and they recorded an episode per personality type to explain the meaning of the lyrics. And they have an Enneagram expert on the show talking about the personality type and how that person feels and what their goals are and what they're motivated by, strengths, weaknesses, and all of that. Needless to say, when I, listen to the song, every time I cry, when I listen to the episode and heard the expert talking, I cry because it's me. It's just like me looking in the mirror. And there's nothing more powerful than you being vulnerable and honest with yourself, because it's hard, man. It's hard. It hurts, but it's so empowering and revealing, because then you get to appreciate yourself and where you're coming from, but also understand that you are powerful, that you're amazing, that you're beautiful just the way you are, and you can become even better and, get to be your best version if you really get to know who you are. And I hope this is making sense, because it really makes sense in my head. And it's just, it is really helping me in this season of my life when things are really challenging as a triplet mom to toddlers, as a wife, as an entrepreneur, as a friend, as a sister, just the different roles that I have in my life, and trying to be present for everyone and trying to be present for myself. And so that has been amazing to me. Enneagram, go take it. Enneagram test. The second thing has been connecting with other women and being a part of different groups of women that have different interests. This has been so huge because, and being an entrepreneur has helped me with that. So being a triplet mom helps with that, has helped me with that too, because I am a part of like a play group of multiples. I am, and then I also am a part of play groups of Brazilian moms. And then there's, my family, and then there's my sister. Like, I have different people that I can count on, different perspectives. And that's why it's so important for you to connect with other people. And then in the entrepreneurial space, connecting with different kinds of entrepreneurs, not only in your niche. And that's what I've loved about branching out of network marketing, was because I really felt trapped in just doing that. I really needed to really expand my horizons and talk to different people. And now I have, friends that are, I have a friend that's a lawyer. I have a friend that's a therapist. I have a friend that's been working on, health and gut health and mental health. I have friends that are business coaches, that are lifestyle coaches. I have someone that I recently connected with. She's a photographer, and she is just like amazing source of wisdom and energy and encouragement. Amber, I just have loved connecting with her. And that's what I mean. So you need to have different groups of people to really spice up your life and complement your life and add different perspectives to your life. So that's been huge for me to get to know myself, because when you're in these different groups, you have to share your experience, you have to talk about yourself, and you see how multifaceted you are. And so that really helps with getting to know yourself as well. And the other thing that has been helping me has been the whole thing of celebrating people. And the way I want to call this is going out of my way to help celebrate and express gratitude. And I got to say, this is something that I've learned with network marketing, because, they teach you have to reach out to people. You have to connect on social media, right? Because that's what social media is for. Like people's posts, comment on them, show them some love. Because that's something that I feel like, even though we are on social media, sometimes we just scroll through, we see people's lives, and we don't engage. And why don't we do that? Because we just want to watch, and we don't want to, let people know that we're watching and that we're seeing. what's behind that? Is that jealousy? Is that comparison? Is that indifference? What does that say about you as a person? And lately, I have been making a point whenever somebody crosses my mind or whenever I'm doing something and I realize I'm doing this because that one friend of mine talked about this, I'm going to message them right now and say, hey, I just want to say how grateful you are. I was thinking about that, how grateful I am for you, how great you are. I was just thinking about that one conversation that we had, and I want to, pop in and show you some love. And it's amazing what that does to you. The whole power of you creating your thoughts and your feelings and your reality, like that instantly puts you in a good mood. It brings a smile to your face to not only think about the person, but to let them know that you're thinking about them and that you're grateful for them. And then that brightens up their day. They respond like, oh my gosh, thanks so much. And you're like, yeah, heck yeah. I just made somebody's day. I just made someone smile, if anything. And that's pretty cool that I get to do that, And so that has been helping me love myself, accept myself more, because it's like I have the ability of brightening up somebody's day or just bringing a smile to their face. So why wouldn't I do that? And this even goes back to the whole kindness message, the kindness movement with Kari Chavez that was here in the show, on the show a few months back with why not be kind? Kindness is free. Why is it so hard to smile to a stranger? Why is it so hard to say thank you? Why is it so freaking hard to be nice? It's not. And it's actually, it does you very good. It does everyone involved good. So why are we so resistant to that? And again, because we're not in tune with ourselves, we're just always so busy on the go, 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 that we forget to be kind. We forget that we're people and that we need love and people around us need love and acknowledgement. And so this is like the heart of what I wanted to share with you guys is, there are different ways of you to getting in touch with yourself and creating a more positive reality for yourself. And these are some of the ways that I noticed I have been using lately that have been helping me have more joy throughout my day, even when things are hard in my personal life or in the business or whatever it is that I'm doing. And with that, on that note, I want to say, I am going to be doing a free challenge starting February 4th inside my Mom Does It All community that is called Get Out of Your Own Way, of course, where I'm going to be teaching you the 3 different steps that I walk my clients through to help you get yourself out of your own way, which is identifying self-sabotage. So uncovering all of the things that have been stuff up inside of you that you haven't dealt with, that are stopping you from being fulfilled, from being successful in life and business. And then I'm going to help you see all the different ways that you are amazing right now, that you are already, strong and empowered and all of the things that you have already accomplished, that you have going for you, and then see all of the things that you still want to accomplish and see how there's absolutely nothing in your way now that you know what's stopping you, which is yourself and the things that have built up inside of you, and now that you have a plan to actually reach those things. So I am so excited about that. If you're not a part of my Mom Does It All community yet, you have to join us. And there's also a link for you to sign up for the challenge because I will be sending materials to your inbox. So worksheets and training videos so that you can go through this process by yourself. And then we're all going to share whatever comes up for us in the community. And I will go live to kind of talk about it and discuss it in more detail too. It's going to be so amazing. And I've had so many ladies join our community. We started the year at 101 members. And now we're up to almost 140. I think maybe 138. And it's just been ladies wanting to take this challenge, wanting to know more about this message, just wanting to connect with other moms. And I am so excited. I am so excited for everything, that's been happening in these 10 days. That's insane. And I can't wait for the rest of the year. And I am encouraged and empowered. Just sharing all of this right now encouraged me more than I was when I began the episode. So I hope that this encouraged you too. Encourage you, to smile just because. Just be happy just because you're alive today. Be grateful just because you get to be here for another day and actually show some love and some kindness to whoever it is that you meet. And so I want to challenge you and encourage you and invite you, whenever someone crosses your mind, be grateful for them and actually reach out to them and say, hey, I was just thinking about you and I just wanted to say hi. I mean, how often do we do that? Not that often because we're so busy. But how amazing does that make you feel when you do that? And how amazing will that make somebody else feel when you do that? So try that and let me know how that feels. I'm so happy you decided to join me again today. I know I always say how grateful I am for you for listening to me, but you can't ever be too grateful, right? So I will say it again. Thanks for joining me. Thanks for supporting my show. And don't forget to join my 3-day free challenge. If you want to learn how to get out of your own way, go through these proven practices that will help you uncover so much stuff and just, get to know yourself so that you can be your best self. You have to join us. Just go to martaspark.coach/free challenge or check out the show notes for the direct link. Sign up. Enjoy the Mom Does It All community.